Good morning. Just 3 games to go before we crown the champions of the FIFA Futsal World Cup for 2016. Today we see surprise package Iran face Russia in the first semi-final. Russia easily topped its group, then smashed Vietnam 7-0 and outmuscled Spain 6-2 to reach today's playoff. Iran's passage to the semi-final was not straightforward by any means. They qualified for the second stage as the best third-placed team on goal difference. They stunned Brazil in their group of 16 game, winning the penalty shootout, and then took out the quarter-final against Paraguay after extra time. So today the minnows of Iran face the might of Russia for a chance to play in Sunday's final. Let's cross now to the Coliseo Ivan de Bedot in Medellin.
Russian flag following just behind Sergei Skorovic's side. Have got a lot of Brazilian influence in there. The key man tonight will probably be Eder Lima, the top scorer, 7 goals to his name already. But they're missing one of their key men. We'll find out in a moment.
The national teams of Iran and Russia.
Yellow cards have been wiped out now, by the way, so there's no danger of anybody who was on a yellow card missing the final. It's a standard protocol for FIFA tournaments these days. You also want your best teams and your best players in the finals, of course, and it'd be devastating for someone to miss out by picking up a second yellow card, but that won't be the case here. A red card, of course, would mean that a player would miss the final. So for the final time here in Medellin, we welcome the two teams to the Coliseo Ivan de Bedot. We've seen some fantastic matches here over the last 2.5 weeks. And with Brazil and Spain now out of the competition, it's paved the way for one of 4 teams to become the new champions. As we say, Portugal and Argentina will contest the second semi-final tomorrow night in Cali. But here, it's all about the Iranians and the Russians going head-to-head. Iran didn't get off to the best of starts, that heavy defeat to the Spanish, but a couple of draws along the way, and they've been taken to extra time in both their knockout round matches by Brazil and Paraguay. There is the potential of that scenario again, of course, extra time and penalty kicks. Both sides will be hoping and looking to get this done inside the 40 minutes. 2 national anthems to come. It's the Iranian anthem followed by that of Russia.
Señoras y señores, les rogamos se pongan de pie para escuchar el himno de Irán. Y ahora el himno nacional de Rusia.
Two rousing national anthems to set their hairs on the back of the neck standing up with the players. It's always a key moment, of course, when you hear your national anthem at any level of any sport. Let's take a look at the two teams. Iran have kept things fairly settled in terms of their starting five. It's number 5, Hamid Ahmadi, that comes in to replace the suspended Farhad Tavakoli. Top scorer Ali Hassan Zadeh starts among the substitutes, but Tavakoli will be a big miss. He's been a key figure coming off the bench and playing his part. Russia, as you mentioned, missing one of their key men as well. Romulo picked up 2 yellow cards in the match against Spain. He'd only started one match, so he's used mainly off the bench. It is an unchanged 5 for Sergei Skorovic. Gustavo has been excellent in goal. Eder Lima is the top scorer with 7 goals, while Ivan Shishkala has shown his real potential throughout this competition. Nurdin Bukayev from Kyrgyzstan is our referee. Mark Burkitt, Christopher Sinclair and Carlos Gonzalez, the timekeeper, making up the rest of the match officials. You know the drill by now. 2 halves of 20 minutes. It's fast and furious. The ball will travel a long way in a very short space of time in this competition. The clock stops every time the ball goes out of play, so a full 20 minutes of action we do get. Vladislav Shakmatov is the captain for the Russians, while Mohammad Kashavaz, wearing number 4 for Iran, is the man wearing the captain's armband. Sayed Nazamashireh has masterminded his team's run to the semi-finals. Were the European runners-up, nicknamed Team Melli, into their final huddle. And they'll know that the Russians are very strong, and it will be a good start needed by the Iranians. The Russians just coming out of their huddle. And Sergei Skorovic, the Russian coach, again, one of these sides will progress to the final. Which one is it going to be? Russia have a first-rate defence, a well-drilled lineup, great talented individuals such as Eder Lima, and take aside that 6-4 win over Thailand. That's the worst they've conceded goals-wise. They conceded 1 against Egypt, 1 against Cuba, a clean sheet against Vietnam, and just 2 against the very impressive Spanish in the last match. Robinho could be a key figure, one of the Brazilian influences running through this Russian team. Ahmed Esmailpour, 3 goals to his name already. Asian Indoor Games champion back in 2009. Alreza Samimi, who was suspended for the final group game against Azerbaijan, has been the regular goalkeeper when he's been available. Iran all in white then. It's Russia in the port red kit, kicking from right to left in the first half. Unlimited substitutes throughout the match. And don't forget those accumulated fouls as well, which could play a part. This could be quite a physical battle here today. Only 5 fouls allowed by each team. If you concede a 6th, then it would be a 10-metre penalty. We're underway then. Semi-final of the FIFA Futsal World Cup Colombia 2016. Javid. Iran having early touches of the ball, but inside their own half. Hamadi. Nice quick feet. It's Esmailpour. Quickly closed down there by Ivan Shishkala. Shishkala, just 21 years of age. He's the one Russian that has really stood out among a team with a spine of a Brazilian flavour. Esmailpour's shot blocked behind for... I think it went... He's got that right in the corner. It's a kick into Iran. 2 in the centre. Oh, it's missed by Gustavo straight the way across, and well, it's Hassan Zadeh, the top scorer, on the far side, who couldn't apply the touch on target. Love to see that tactic used. Driven ball across the goalkeeper's area. Seen quite a lot of own goals in this competition by that particular method. Very difficult sometimes for players to get out the way of the ball when it's coming at a rate of knots. Shishkala. Lima's gone down off the ball. Well, he just took a knock in the back there from Hamid Amadi. Top scorer at the European Championships in Belgium in 2014, Eder Lima. Scored a sensational overhead kick in that match against Portugal. He's tried that on a couple of occasions here. He hasn't managed to connect with one as yet, but would really get the crowd on their feet. A sensational, spectacular goal like that if he could conjure up one, but as long as he hits the net, I'm sure he'll be quite happy. Here he's on the ball now. Good save by Samimi. Russia's first effort on goal. Ismail Paul can't keep the ball in play. Robinho will take the kicking for the Russians. Only 4 seconds once the ball's been placed on the deck to get the ball back into play. Shishkala. It's a somewhat lazy-looking wayward shot from the youngster. There's the shot again from Eder Lima. Pushed away by Samimi. Fortunately, no Russians following up for the rebound. It's a lovely ball and a volley from Ismail Paul. Wide of the target. Great skills to hit that on the full when it's coming from such a distance. Just sliced away off the outside of his foot and wide of the post. Eder Lima again for Russia. Nice turn, makes space for the shot. Samimi again with a save. Davidov couldn't quite get there to the rebound, but Eder Lima now has tested and stung the fingers of Samimi on a couple of occasions. It's Robinho. Davidov. To Gustavo, the goalkeeper. Take by Samimi under a challenge from Eder Lima. Made a little bit much of that, the goalkeeper. Oh, given away almost. Eder Lima tussling away on the edge of the area. It was a dangerous game Amadi was playing. "17 goals in their 5 matches Iran have played. They scored 48 en route to the finals through the Asian qualifying campaign. Victory over Paraguay in the quarter-finals was only their second. Eder Lima going down again. That will be a foul, this time by Amadi. Heavy challenge on the Russian number 8. Lima has certainly been singled out for some close attention. He's possibly lucky not to get a yellow card there, to be honest, as well. Hamid Amadi right through Eder Lima. Samimi just trying to sort out a 2-man defensive wall. Best goalkeeper in the Iranian Super League a couple of years ago, Reza Samimi. Robinho's over the free kick. Eder Lima is back on his feet and fit to resume. Robinho moves away. It's Eder Lima. It's into the shins of Javid. Javid again. Stepped forward by Hassan Zadeh. The Russian kick in. Robinho's over the ball, short to Davidov. Robinho again. Shishkala. Eder Lima just took his eye off the ball for a second and it rolls under his foot and out of play. So we've played 3 minutes exactly, and this is where we'll start to see one or two of the personnel rotating from the various teams. Russian kick-in, which will be taken by Davidov once the referee's ready. It's Dmitry Liskov just coming on. It's Davidov. Lovely ball back towards Robinho. It was well cut out by Esmailpour. Go back to him by Hassan Zadeh. Esmailpour's already had one shot wide of the target. Oh, caught heavily from behind there by Davidov. And that looked a really nasty one. Davidov going straight through the back of the player. It's a nasty looking challenge, and Davidov just getting a speaking to by the referee. Well, that's twice now we could have seen a yellow card, one for either side in the early stages. Hassan Zadeh over the free kick along with Amadi. No lasting damage to the player. It will be Hassan Zadeh. Oh, tried to roll it to Javid and got that completely and horribly wrong. Substitutes have to take place between those two white lines you can see there, by the way, as well, otherwise it would be a yellow card. So while the rolling substitutes are allowed, it has to be done in the proper fashion. Shakmetchatov, the captain, is on for Russia, and he might have some defensive work to do here as Iran come forward with Tayebi. Esmailpour. Hossein Tayebi loses out. Milovanov. Shot took a deflection, goalkeeper turns it wide as well. It'll be a corner to Russia. It's been a positive start by both teams. Neither side able to find a breakthrough as yet. Sergei Skorovic. Seen his side performed so well so far. The elation of knocking the Spanish out in the last round. So everybody thought when Brazil went, of course, it would open the door up for Spain to win a third title. Those two, Brazil and Spain, the only teams to win this FIFA Futsal World Cup in its history. Not to be, though. So Europe against South America in the semi-final tomorrow. Portugal with their starman Ricardinho taking on Argentina, who were so impressive here the other day in their quarter-final. Abramov, Zliskov, and Shakmetov. Abramov again. Just weighing up his options here, going cross-field again, forcing Samimi into another save. That's a great ball down the line. Gustavo's come a long way out, and it's a no-nonsense clearance by the Russian goalkeeper. Hossein Tayebi was the man giving chase. There's the Iranian captain, Keshavaz. Sangsafidi just bundled into the advertising hoardings behind the Russian goal. 0-0 then. 5 minutes gone in the semi-final. Nobody really wanting to do anything too bold at this early stage of the game. Sign of how this competition has really taken off. A record number of countries are vying to host the 2020 version of this event. Decision will be taken very soon. I know some of the candidates were here earlier on in the tournament, just having a look at the infrastructure and seeing the way it works. Colombia's put on a very good tournament here in the three cities. Cali Bucaramanga, which finished its matches a couple of days ago. Cali will host the final, of course, on Saturday, the 1st of October. Good defending again by the Iranians in front of their own goalkeeper. Keshavaz. Sangsafidi. Good ball through to Tayebi. Sangsafidi. for some movement up ahead of him. Tayebi trying to get away from his man. Here is Tayebi, but foul on Shakhmetov. It's another foul against the Iranians. 2 fouls against Iran, 1 against the Russians so far. Which began way back in the Netherlands in 1989, the FIFA Futsal World Cup. 8 editions now. I suppose the purists would say that the fact that there's a new name going to have their, or a new team going to have their name on the trophy this year, that has to be good for the game. It's, in some people's eyes, it's not great when one team dominate all the time, but you can't see past the Brazilians, not just the Brazil team, but the Brazilian influence that runs through a lot of the other teams as well, like Russia and Azerbaijan having a very prominent Brazilian following. Right across the face of goal, it wasn't too far away from Eder Lima getting a touch. Samimi, the Iranian goalkeeper, barking at his instructions to his defenders. Well, they can't afford to give the Russians too much room. They will capitalise all the way across to Shishkala. Right the way across again, and Eder Lima mighty close to getting another touch. It's coming closer for the Russians. Iran are just going to have to weather this little bit of a storm here. So maybe just asking the referee to bring the mop on and get some moisture up and not given it. Lima's shot goes off the back of Kazemi, and out for a throw-in on the far, or kick-in rather, on the far side. Lima seemed to be caught in 2 minds there, whether to shoot or try and play that one through to Davidov. In the end, it was neither one thing nor the other. Well, there, Keshavarz under pressure from Davidov. There's Eder Lima again with a little flick. He's had a couple of those, just helping the ball into the net. Good save by Samimi. So 12 shots already from the Russians, half of them have hit the target. Samimi keeping his goal intact at the moment. Eder Lima, shot on the turn again, Samimi couldn't hold it. The debate here between the two goalkeepers, the great glove debate. Gustavo wearing gloves for Russia, Samimi opting not to wear gloves. There's an interesting theory for some of the goalkeepers. It's not like the 11-a-side version of the game where you have to catch the ball a lot. The ball tends to be pushed away rather than caught, so it's not necessarily essential to have the same kind of handling that you would have in an 11-a-side football match. So the fingers taped up there for Samimi. But Gustavo saying that when he started playing futsal, it was very cold where he used to play, so he got used to wearing gloves, and it's very much a personal preference for him. Anyway, Samimi is getting the magic spray. It comes very sharp at times for the goalkeepers. It's a free kick to corner to Russia, rather. Taken by Robinho. 3 players to aim for. Robinho tried to curl one in direct from the corner, but into the side netting. So still 0-0 in the semi-final. Hassan Zadeh. Good ball down the line for Tayebi. Davidov sticking tightly to him and doing well, Davidov, but thought he conceded the corner, but it's a Knocked out off the Iranian, so Russia will retain possession. Here's Davidov, allowed to run by Rubinho to Shishkala. Ball again for Rubinho into the corner, but running behind and out of play. So Russia scored 6 in their games against Thailand and Egypt, and in the quarter-finals against Spain, 7 against Cuba, 7 against Vietnam. One of the most consistent sides in terms of goal scoring. Shakhmatov. As yet they can't find a way through the Iranians. Shishkala. Shakhmatov. Eder Lima. Well played by Javid, who just got his body in the way of the man. Swinging straight through to his opposite number, Gustavo. Eder Lima. Block again, not for the first time. It was Amadi just putting everything on the line and getting his body in the way. Shishkala. A bit of indecision around both teams at the moment. Neither side is able to have a really productive spell of play or possession so far in the opening 9 minutes. Maybe Iran can do something here on the way forward. Amadi. Javid. Amadi. Javid's gone for the return. Well covered in, well shepherded out by Shakhmatov. It's been 4 years now since coaches have had 9 players on the bench instead of the previous 7 to rotate their squads. Great ball across, it split the 2 Russians in the centre, and it was tidied up again by Amadi. Eshmailpour wins the header but can't stay on his feet. Now Shakhmatov coming forward for the Russians. Oh, worsted. Liskov over on the far side. Keshavas. Javid. Milovanov. Here's Abramovich, first time we've seen him in the match so far. Liskov. Came back out to Milanov. Get the shots on target though. Had a good crowd in here the other day for the quarter-final and a good crowd in for the semi-finals as well. It's been a little unfortunate sometimes that we're Eshmailpour with a shot just over the top. I was about to say it's a little right next to the main football stadium here where the 2 main teams in Medellin play, and there's been odd occasions where they have been at home, which has some people haven't been able to do both. I'm pleased to say no distractions tonight and a good crowd enjoying what's been a very nip and tuck match between these 2 in the opening quarter of the game. Abramov, a shot that was over the top. There's Eshmailpour's effort at the other end. See his frustrations at not being able to keep the ball down and get the shot on target. Still goalless then. Milovanov. Abramov. Abramovich. Abramov. Liskov trying to get away from the Iranian captain, Keshavas. Still a war of words going on between Keshavas and Liskov. Hassan Zadeh. He's managed to wriggle his way free of Milovanov, but he did well, the Russian. There's an injury here to Keshavarz, the Iranian captain, who's fallen heavily. Straight away you can see the discomfort. There was the challenge, and the knee just flexed, didn't it? And that's where some serious injuries can occur. Well, hopefully Iran won't lose their captain. Both sides do have a timeout available in each half if they wish to use it. This is sort of almost be used as a mini timeout, I suppose. The two coaches trying to get some words across to their team, but this is not looking good for Keshavarz at the moment. It's only the first reaction from the player that tells you if it's a serious injury or not. Just so it looked like a fairly innocuous challenge, really, but just the fact that the knee just flexed and the standing leg didn't move, and it's always a slight worry. So quite a serious injury here a few days ago to Lozano, the Spaniard, a cruciate ligament injury. He was subsequently straight on a plane back home and had surgery very quickly to repair the damage. Let's hope that's nothing too serious for Keshavarz, but he's certainly been down an awfully long time here. Five-time AFC Futsal championship winner, Keshavarz. Part of the winning team in 2016. He's actually had a spell as a manager as well of Giti Pasan. Guided them to the runners-up spot in 2014-15. Won 14 of his 26 matches as a coach. So when he decides to stop playing full-time, I'm sure he will be able to take up a coaching role, but he's straight back down towards the dressing room, so they won't have the services of the captain for the time being. Still goalless then in the first of the semi-finals here in Colombia. Iran 0, Russia 0, 9:04 to go in the first half. Shishkala with the kick in for Russia. Robinho trying to thread it through to Eder Lima, but once again it's been well defended by Amadi. Hassan Zadeh can't get past Robinho. Brought down by Robinho again, blocked by the outstretched leg of Hassan Zadeh. Davidov with the Russian kick in here. Referee just making sure that Javid was far enough away. Shishkala given away again. It almost ran for Ali Gadar, but Robinho managed to get the shot in with the aid of a deflection and win his side another corner. So a third Russian corner. It'll be a fourth Russian corner. Russia have racked up 19 shots so far. Only 5 for the Iranians. That just goes over the top. Samimi didn't seem to think that was maybe as close as it was, I don't think. He just seemed to flap at it at the last minute, the goalkeeper. Didn't get a touch. Deflected over the top. Another Russian corner. Davidov. Robinho, a slightly better angle this time, but again the ball spins away off an Iranian defender and out for a kick in on this near side to Russia. Robinho. Now there might be a chance for Iran to come forward. Hassan Zadeh. Amadi. Javid. Davidov sticking tightly to him, the two number 14s. Hassan Zadeh, Shishkala just gets the header on the ball to send it out of play. Oh, it's a great turn, narrow angle. Gustavo pushes the ball away. It was Mehran Ali Gadar with the strong shot. Here's Javid. Both goalkeepers called into action. That's Iran's first shot on goal, on target rather. Here's Eder Lima, good defending again by Ahmadi. Sliding in to get a toe to that one and send it behind for another corner. The Russians just starting to look that little bit more menacing in attack at the moment. Davidov with the corner. Robinho just tapped away from him by Hassan Zadeh. Shishkala will allow the ball to run out of play down in this near side. Robinho. Well, pass from the Brazilian. Russia, I'm sure, will start to get a little frustrated the longer it stays at 0-0. They're not used to being held, of course. We said how free scoring they've been in their previous matches. That's the final of the UEFA European Championship, 7-3 to Spain a little earlier on this year. It was a moment of sweet revenge when they beat the Spanish 6-2 in Cali a couple of days ago. Abramov, oh, well done. Sansafidi was a bit late sliding in with a challenge, so that's a third foul against Iran. Almost a delayed reaction from Abramov there as he went down. Thought he'd managed to hurdle the challenge initially, but just clipped the ankles together, which sent him tumbling. Russian free kick. Shakhmetov could save Samimi. There was a danger when we talked about the goalkeepers just pushing the ball away that you're going to push it straight to an attacker, of course, as well, but Samimi seemed to know exactly what was in front of him then. Long ball from Gustavo. Just too long for the outstretched leg of Dmitry Liskov. Given away again. Here is Liskov. Shakhmetov. Milovanov. The sting taken out of it, and it allows Iran to come forward once again. Laid up by Tayebi. Slipped back inside by Tahiri. Tahiri coming on and playing his first few minutes of this semi-final. Shakhmetov seems to have just picked up a bit of a knock here as well. Just been I think the laces have just come undone, so Abramovich coming back on. And Sporting are giving the ball back to the Russians. Liskov was just opened up for him. Wonderful finish. What a great way to open the scoring in the semi-final. Dmitry Liskov found the space and rifled the ball into the top corner beyond Samimi. And with 6:16 to go in the first half, Russia finally get the breakthrough. It's Dmitry Liskov, who scored in the 7-1 win over Cuba, who scored a very impressive goal here to beat the Iranian goalkeeper Samimi. Couldn't have been any further into that top corner. I don't care how good a goalkeeper you are. I don't think any goalkeeper in this tournament would have kept that one out. Great goal. Russia paying for their offensive play that we've seen so far. Shot number 26 brings their first goal. Tahiri. Tayebi. Sangsafidi. This is where we'll see the Russians at their best, at their organised best, making it very difficult for the Iranians to break them down. Gustavo hasn't had a huge amount to do in this first half, just one save of any great note. So free kick to Iran, trailing by a goal to nil. Will be taken by Sangsafidi. Lima, the man in front of him. Sangsafidi drives it. Gustavo knew it was going wide, waved his arm. Niazov. Good turn by Lima. Sangsafidi giving him no room though. It's good defending by the Iranians. Davidov. Thanks for ball again. Shishkala couldn't adjust his position to keep that one in play. Tayebi. 2 allowing the ball to roll out for a kick into the Russians. Rubinho, Shishkala. Well held up by Kazemi. Sangsafidi. Russia leading by a goal to nil. Under 5 minutes to go now in the first half. That's a clever little back flick. It was aimed into the path of Tahiri, but Russia read it well. Cleared away again by Gustavo. No-nonsense goalkeeper. Just in behind Hassan Tayebi. Rubinho. Shishkala. Got the shot away here. Tipped over the top again by Samimi. Just got the faintest of touches on that. Shishkala looking very positive coming forward. Masharaya, the Iranian coach, just looking a little concerned at the way his side are having to soak up a bit of Russian pressure at the moment. It'll be their 8th corner of the game, Russia. Iran haven't had a single one to their name as yet. Chipped up again, looking for it. Lima shoots the ball into the ground and over the top, though it did flick up off possibly Sangsafidi. So it will be another corner. Sangsafidi down on his knees at the moment so we can see the low ball. It's into Davidov. But that is turned very high and very wide behind goal. Both sides missing key players. Don't forget Romelu for Russia, Farhad Tavakoli for the Iranians, and they've lost their captain as well through injury. Keshavars, who was injured, looked like a knee problem, carried off a few moments ago. So we'll get a prognosis on that. He's at Lima again. It's going to clatter into the roof behind Samimi's goal. We've seen some great goals in this tournament, but we've also seen some very wild and wayward shooting as well. Brilliant goal to open the scoring. Dmitry Liskov enjoyed that moment. Scored in the playoff victory over Belarus, which saw the Russians get to these World Cup finals. a number of players that play for the Gazprom club in Russia. Challenge from Rubinho's gone unpunished. Amadi. Oh, Rubinho again, he's won the ball back well. It's Rubinho, delicate little chip, and just wide. Brilliantly done by Rubinho. Crowd rightly showing their appreciation for a wonderful bit of individual skill, probably the best individual skill we've seen so far in the match. It was a mistake by Javid. The ball just flicking off the outside of the post and away from Rubinho. And that was just centimetres away from being an absolutely stunning goal from the Brazilian. Has only scored the once in the competition so far. Javid. An Iranian free kick then, minutes ticking down towards the half-time interval. Eshmelpour and Javid both over the ball. Gustavo just trying to get Eder Lima and Shiskala where he wants them. In fact, Shiskala's going to come away now and just leave Eder Lima. It's Eshmelpour! Oh! What a strike! Gustavo didn't move, rooted to the spot, and Ahmed Eshmelpour has got Iran at level with one of the best free kicks you'll see. Look at the power he got behind this. Precision around the two defenders. And Shishkala maybe needed to be a step further to his left-hand side. He probably would have hit him, but not to be. And Eshmelpour has come up with a wonderful goal, and we're back level at 1-1. So we thought Liskov's strike was good. It was even better. Now we've got a game on our hands as we approach the 3-minute mark in the first half. Just to keep you up to date with the foul situation as well, by the way, both sides have now committed 3 apiece, so 2 more and they're walking the tightrope. Here come Iran. Shishkala helps the ball out of play for a kick into the Iranians, who will grow in stature, you would feel, after that goal. Liskov's header. Abramov. Eshmelpour with a strong challenge on Shakhmetov. Abramov. Well, good skills. Robbed comfortably in the end. It was by Javid. Although Russia have got the ball back again, it's Shakhmetov. Liskov just in behind Abramov. And around under a bit of pressure here. Shakhmetov, there'll be a timeout called by the Iranians the next time the ball goes out of play. Liskov. Abramov. Iranian coaches urging their side to keep their discipline here. Abramov is patient from the Russians. The ball goes out of play. And there will be a timeout. So a little bit of pressure, a little spell of pressure there. Sayed, Nazem Al-Shirai's side, just under the cosh a little bit there after getting that goal. And calling the timeout with 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first half. He was desperate to get the timeout called. Obviously spotted something that he just needs to get his side to tidy up. Skorovic as well taking the opportunity to Talk to his side, who got themselves in front. That was a brilliant strike. We've seen some great goals in this tournament. When you consider the quality of the goalkeepers and the fact that the goals are obviously so much smaller than the 11-a-side version of the game, it does take something a little bit special at times to beat some of these goalkeepers, and that from Ishmael Paul was one of the best we've seen. 1-1 then, final stages of the first half. Javid, Iran looking to try and finish strongly. That's a slice back to his goalkeeper there by Liskov. Milovanov. Long ball from Shekmetov is too high for Liskov. Hassan Zadeh forward to Javid. Sangsafidi. Ishmael Paul. Javid. That was good play from Sangsafidi. Couldn't quite get the shot in. Russia managed to close him down well. It's Hassan Zadeh. He was leaning back when he hit the shot. Hence the ball rising high over the top, but nice spell of passing by Iran inside the Russian half to create the opportunity. Abramov. Kazemi allows the ball to roll back to his goalkeeper. As you can see, we're inside the final minute of the first half. Javid, still time though. Not with shooting like that though from Mohamed Reza Sangsafidi. Another player that was part of that AFC Championship winning side a little bit earlier on this year. Abramov. Abramovich. Javid. Sangsafidi. Ali Gader. Trying to go down the line. It was a Russian kick in where maybe got time for one more shot if Eder Lima can find an opening here. He's not going to do so. There goes the hooter. That brings us to the end of the first half. Eder Lima has a little kick out at Sangsafidi. That was a little bit naughty off the ball. Sangsafidi reacted. The referee was right and quickly on the spot. And let's hope that doesn't boil over at half-time. It was just a little kick out of frustration, I think, more than anything from Eder Lima, who's not had too many shots in that first half. But a tight semi-final and an even tighter 20 minutes to come at the break here in Medellin. It's Iran 1, Russia 1.
We will return to Medellin for the second half of the first semi-final soon. Unfortunately, the Futsalroos did not make it out of the group stage. They were in a very tough group that pitted them against Mozambique, Brazil and Ukraine.
Mozambique in red and Australia in gold with green trimmings. Fogarty wants it, and Fogarty's got it! We have the opening goal here in Bucaramanga. Jonathan Barrientos gives Australia the lead in Group D. Adam Cooper on. Here he is straight away in possession. And what a difference he made. Sent on as a substitute. Danny. Carlisle. Australia on the counter-attack. Greg Giovanni got a little bit fortunate with the bounce. But the Australia captain will not mind that. It's 3-0 now to the Futsal Roos. 8.5 minutes remain. Oh, it's cleverly done. What a lovely finish. And Carlo gets Mozambique off and running. Carlisle, Margu. Dino. What a crisp finish from Dino. Group D is off to a tremendous start. Mozambique 2, Australia 3. He got underway with Australia versus Brazil in Bucaramanga, and Brazil wasted no time in taking the lead. Fine strike from Rodrigo, but Australia hit straight back. Fogarty to the captain, Greg Giovanni, and that goal was wildly celebrated by Australia. But back came Brazil. Fernandinho's shot was from the acutest of angles. It wouldn't be a FIFA Futsal World Cup, would it, without a goal from Falcao. What a snap finish that was. Good to see that the Australian support was staying cheerful. 4-1 at half-time. Falcao turned on the style in the second half. Away went Falcao again. That made it 10 after Lockhart had conceded an own goal. And right at the end, Jackson with the shot, De Guinho with his second of the game. Absolutely astonishing from Brazil. A brilliant performance. Australia 1, Brazil 11, the final score. Group D came to its climax in Bucaramanga with the meeting of Australia and Ukraine. The winners would progress as the second team out of Group D, and it was Sergei Zuba's early goal that gave Ukraine an early and significant advantage, helped by a deflection. Australia really tried to hit back in the second half. Denis Ovsyannikov collected a second yellow card of this FIFA Futsal World Cup and will miss Ukraine's game in the round of 16. Dimitri Bondar made it 2-0. What a fine strike this was to beat the impressive Angelo Constantinu in the Australia goal. Eventually, Australia did manage to get one back, but there was only just over 2 minutes remaining. Chris Zabalos with his first of this FIFA Futsal World Cup. There was a big shout for handball. It wasn't given. Fogarty wasn't happy, but straight to the other end went Denis Ovsyannikov to score a third for Ukraine with just 13 seconds remaining. It ended up 3-1 to Ukraine.
having innocent thoughts about you, Hazel.
Maybe I'm not so innocent myself.
If you were to leave Trevor, would he want to go on living?
What about Leslie?
Now, what if we could help them end their suffering? It's God's wish that we be together.
The Secret. Tonight, 9:30 on SBS and on demand.
You're frantically worried because your pet is dying. You must help her. But what do? You only have minutes to save her, but you don't know what's wrong. Is she injured? Sick? Maybe she's poisoned. Your mind races. Should you move her, or will that make things worse? You've got to do something. The vet is miles away. There's no time. You love her. You can't lose her. What do you do? If something happened to your pet cat or dog, you might have just minutes to save them. That's why you need to text LIFE to 0476 444 333 for this free first aid guide from the RSPCA. Whether it's ticks, snake bites, heat stroke, poisoning, or more. It helps you identify what's wrong with your pet and shows you exactly what to do to help save her life. Because if you don't, and the worst happens, you could lose the pet you love forever.
Shannon's and Ultimate Driving Tours are giving you the chance to win a European Supercars tour. Drive Ferrari, Lamborghini, McLaren and Mercedes on Europe's most amazing roads. Stay in luxury accommodation and dine with Alain Prost. Plus, win a Victory Octane motorcycle. To enter, get a Shannon's car, bike or home quote. Call Shannon's on 134646 or go online.
If we don't stop the poachers cruelly slaughtering her, we'll lose her forever. If we don't stop illegal loggers destroying her home, we'll never see her again. Please join WWF's fight to protect them, or more will die. Please adopt an endangered animal from just $15 a month. We'll send you a fascinating adoption pack complete with your choice of gorgeous cuddly toy. Adoption makes a great gift, and you'll get regular updates about how you're helping WWF protect endangered animals. Call now and we'll send you these beautiful greeting cards. Please call 1-800-993-072 or go online and adopt an endangered animal today.
Have you ever looked for a hotel online? Did you notice that there are so many different prices out there for the exact same room? Well, Trivago does the work for you and instantly compares the prices of over 600,000 hotels from over 200 different websites. So instead of searching for hours or spending too much, Trivago makes it easy for you to find the ideal hotel for the best price. Just go to Trivago, type in where you want to go, and with 2 clicks, select your check-in and check-out dates and search. It's that simple. Trivago searches hundreds of websites at the same time and shows you the most popular hotels. You can adjust the price so that it fits in with your budget, or select the number of stars, or filter by average guest ratings from over 100 million reviews. Remember, Trivago shows you all the different prices for the exact same room. And that's how you can be sure that you find your ideal hotel for the best price. Hotel Trivago.
Do you know what it feels like? The moments that excite. The moment you want to cry. The moment you ask yourself, why? When you hate the ref. When you lose your breath. When you see your team. When you start to believe. Do you know what it feels like? We do. This is the World Game. This is our game. The Premier League. Saturday 9 p.m. on SBS.
Lima had a somewhat frustrating half, emphasised by a little kick out right on the half-time hooter, which led to a little bit of a coming together between him and Ismail Poor, but Syed Nazima Sharia's side, having gone behind, got themselves back into it, and all to play for now in the second half. Russia all in red. Well, it's a port red rather than a red. Kicking from left to right in the second half, and we're off and running. 20 minutes to go. Shishkala. Robinho. Russia back with their favoured starting five once again. They look like handball there by Amadi. Nothing given though as it through to Samimi. Those fouls have been wiped off the board, by the way, at half-time. It was 3-3 in the first half in terms of fouls, but we're back to 0-0 again here, but they will obviously continue to rack up as the half wears on. That's well cut out by Hassan Zadeh. Esmailpour, the Iranian goal scorer, tries his luck again. Takes a deflection, he goes behind for a corner. That was the run from Davidov at the other end a moment or so ago. Esmailpour, pushed away again by Gustavo. Does pack a punch with those shots, Esmailpour. Robinho. He gets a shot in as well, and again for the second time he hits the foot of the post. Well, he struck the outside of the post in the first half, Robinho, and he's done the same again here. Making room for the shot. Right off the foot of the post, while at the other end Gustavo making a good save from Esmailpour's powerful shot. Kick into Iran. Samimi. Davidov. Shishkala, a little bit of space here for Shishkala. Good save against Samimi. Shishkala responded well though to get the rebound. Robinho shot strikes Amadi. Samimi's gone down injured here, so there will be a brief hold-up while he gets a little bit of treatment maybe. Called upon several times in the first half to make saves. I think 7 he made in the first half. Alreza Samimi. Shishkala shot caught him square in the chest, and as we say, it does come sharp from that sort of range. Samimi's okay. Russia with a kick in with Davidov over on the far side. Shishkala. Davidov. Robinho. Eder Lima. Davidov. Good play again from Russia. Good tackle by Esmailpour. Now Hassan Zadeh. 3 players quickly around him though. Hassan Zadeh. Javid's gone on ahead. Esmailpour making a diagonal run. Oh, lovely ball through. Great chance. Good save, Gustavo. Still it's not there. Esmailpour, foot to the post. Second shot, brilliantly stopped, Gustavo. And how haven't Iran managed to get themselves in front? They will only wonder. Javid with a final shot. Gustavo made a couple of stunning saves in there. And the Iranians' best spell of pressure in the game so far. That man there was instrumental as well on the ball now, Hassan Zadeh. Esmailpour hit the post. Just ran the ball out of play. Well, that certainly got the crowd on their feet. Lovely ball. It was a great save initially from Gustavo from Amadi. Eventually Russia managing to get the ball away. Amadi's shot hit the foot of the post. Great block again by Amadi. Milovanov in the corner, with the corner. Oh! Great finish. Abramov on the volley, first time from the corner. And from almost going 2-1 down at the other end, Russia have now taken the lead themselves. Abramov, considered to be one of the strongest strikers in the world, and that's why. Great technique on the volley. And Sergei Abramov gets his second goal of the finals. Here's Tayebi for Iran, who have to come from behind once again. Kazemi. Tayebi just bungling Liskov off the ball. Tayebi went for the first time shot. Shekmatov had just tried to force him out wide and succeeded in narrowing the angle. Goal throw to the Russians. Shekmatov looking long towards Liskov. Can't bring the ball into control though on the chest, so a kick into Iran. Ali Gader. Sangsafidi. Oh, caught in possession. Oh, chance. Liskov went for the back heel towards Abramov. He was unselfish, but he might have been better going on his own, and that will be a foul. And maybe a yellow card here as well, possibly. First yellow card of the game goes to Ivan Milovanov. It was a cynical challenge because Ali Gader was away from him. Tug of the shirt, trip of the ankles. And a free kick to Iran. There's no Ishmael pour on at the moment for Iran, so it looks like it might be Mohammad Reza Sangsafidi to take this one. Kazem is there offering the short option. Here's Tayebi. Good block by Abramov. Oh, great chance in front of goal. Good save, Gustavo again and again. The goalkeeper denies Tayebi. Oh, there's another great save by Gustavo. He's really going to his own in the second half. Wasn't called upon much in the first half in terms of save making, but this half he really has had to be right up to the mark. Tayebi goes down. Sangsafidi. Kazemi. Tayebi. Oh, stab back inside and Liskov forced to concede the corner. Good play by Tayebi, good persistence in the corner. Ali Gader with the corner, it'll need to be taken again though. Liskov and Tayebi. A little bit of shirt tugging going on. Sangsafidi. Ali Gader. Good turn again by Tayebi, but the angle was too tight, claiming a corner, but I don't think it touched Davidov on the way out. That's certainly the decision the referee's got. Oh, brilliant, done again by Abramov. He felt he'd been fouled by Sangsafidi. The ball ran through to Samimi. Referee will stop the play here with Abramov down injured. Certainly thought he created the opening for the shot. It was a lovely piece of skill to lift the ball over Sangsafidi. Just thought he was in there for a second, just lost his footing. That was a good tackle. Leg coming across him and looked a little bit awkward. Here's the shot at the other end from Tayebi. Good first block by Gustavo, and he was very quickly back to his feet to get the second block in as well. Abramov will just limp away for a moment. He'll be temporarily replaced, possibly by Robinho here, coming back on. Russia have reached the semi-finals on 3 occasions. Had to settle for a 4th place finish in 2000 and 2008. We mentioned that 3rd place finish in 1996. Certainly won't want to lose at this stage again. Neither side has reached a final of a FIFA Futsal World Cup. Just a little bit of a hold up here before play resumes again. Just a bit of moisture down in front of one of the technical areas on this near side. You can see it just being mopped up at the moment. That's the reason for the hold-up. I think the 3rd referee is happy now. Hassan Zadeh. Esmail Paul. Oh! Well, it was a much different shot that time to the one that he scored with Esmail Paul, just trying to guide that one into the corner, but just over-guided it wide in the end. Davidov, oh, through the legs, well done Davidov, oh, almost set it up for Eder Lima. And now a break on here for Iran, good stop by Robinho to nick the ball away from Javid. Davidov. Esmail Paul stabs the ball out for a kick into Russia over on that far side. Almost 5 minutes gone in the second half already. Abramov's goal making it 2-1 to Russia. Eder Lima. Robinho. Davidov. Eder Lima again turning away from his man, but it went straight out of play. So Hassan Zadeh with the kick in for Iran, who haven't looked overawed by the Russians' firepower. We mentioned how many goals Russia had scored in this competition up to today. Always going to be a tighter affair though in a semi-final. Russia leading it by the odd goal in 3 at the moment. Javid. Esmail Paul. Javid. Sliding in was Robinho. Davidov. Eder Lima trying to get himself into a position in the centre, but Davidov just slipped and seemed to bang his elbow as he fell there. It does get quite slippery when there's a bit of moisture on the court. Hence the constant mopping. Davidov's just knocked his elbow, I think, as he fell there, so he'll need to get a little bit of treatment. It won't hold play up, of course, because Russia can just bring on a substitute. It's going to be Shakhmatov that will come on, the captain. Esmail Paul. Javid, stabbed away by Shishkala. So goes Skorovic looking on pensively at the moment. That's a great ball again. Esmail Paul with a good chance, but just the wrong side of the post. Iran will certainly feel they need to take the most of their chances. They probably won't get many in the second half. Russia have been extremely tough defensively. The only real chinks we saw in their defence was when they conceded 4 in their opening group game, but that really was a one-off. They've been Tight at the back ever since. Hassan Zadeh, left the ball behind. Liskov. Shakhmatov has gone on a forward run. Hamadi. Sangsafidi. Tayebi. Just turned off by Tayebi, but no one was far enough advanced to be able to get anywhere near that. Russia have played in every edition of the European Championships. They were the winners in Spain back at the tail end of the 90s. Been runners-up in the last 3 editions as well, so looking for glory here. It's Shakhmatov that forces a fine save from Samimi. .55 to go in the semi-final. Iran 1, Russia 2. The winners will face either Portugal or Argentina in the final. Abramov. Another shot pushed away by Samimi. Ali Gadet. Tayebi did well to stab that one back to Sangsafidi. Kazemi. Tayebi. Biding his time again. Gustavo just got enough on it, and the shot off the rebound from Kazemi goes well over the top, but again, Tayebi, the man that's looking dangerous in this second half, forces Gustavo into the save. Russia coming forward again with Eder Lima. Robinho with the kick in. Eder Lima. On the turn, inside of the post and back into the goalkeeper's arms. So close again. That's just run out of play. But Eder Lima, who was the Golden Boot winner in Thailand in 2012, was just centimetres away from goal number 8 here. Loves to play with his back to goal, holds the ball up so well, and it was a relieved for Samimi rather that saw the ball bounce back into his arms. That's good play again from Kazemi. Did well to carry on. He was having his shirt tugged by Davidov. Ali Gadet. Tayebi. Well read by Robinho. Tayebi goes down under Robinho's challenge. The Russians claiming that it was a dive by the Iranian. It's a second foul against the Russians in the second half. Be Hassan Zadeh that will take the free kick. And Lima, the man just in front of him. Good save, straight at the goalkeeper. Shot didn't have the greatest amount of power in it from Javid. Samimi slices that one away and kick into Russia, level with the edge of the penalty area. To Eder Lima once again, but he was being tightly shackled there by Hamid Ahmadi. Hassan Zadeh. Hamadi. Eshmailpour. Still not halfway through the second half yet, so plenty of time for Iran. Iran are claiming that didn't touch, or Russia are claiming that didn't touch a Russian before it went back to the goalkeeper. Here's a chance! And Iran have equalised for a second time. It's Hassan Zadeh. Top scorer moves on to 5. And the Russians claiming that they should have had a free kick at the other end, but not given. They just switched off for a brief second, and it allowed Hassan Zadeh the space he needed to find a way beyond Gustavo, who was right on the edge of his area. And Hassan Zadeh scored a couple in the 5-3 win over Morocco, and he's got a vital goal here now in the semi-final to make it 2-2. Here come Russia again there with Abramovich, and Shakhmatov straight away. Russia back in front, and it's the captain who scores. 9 years since he was voted the world's best futsal player, and in 2016 he scored the goal that's given his side the edge back once again as they look to make their first FIFA Futsal final. Iran were level for barely seconds, and now they have to do it all over again. Kazemi. Tayebi. Kazemi. Another challenge as Tayebi went down under Abramov's challenge.
Ladies and gentlemen, the total attendance today is 3,510. Señoras y señores.
So the referee just having a word with Tayebi and Abramov, just wanting to stamp out any nonsense between them. 3-2 Russia lead in front of our biggest crowd here in Medellin, over 3,500 in for the semi-final. Sengsafidi. Good play by Ali Gader. Kazemi. Iran certainly won't feel they're out of it yet. They would if they give balls away like that, though. Haven't seen too much of Niyazov. 4 goals prior to tonight as well. Tayebi. Here come the Iranians once again. Tayebi trying to squeeze one into the near post. He got support in the centre from Ali Gader, but opted to go for glory and just the wrong side of the post. Sergei Skorovic's side have got themselves in front 3 times now. Tayebi just slipped, I think, under Abramovich's challenge, and then free kick goes against Tayebi. Crowd didn't like that one. It's an indirect kick, so it won't count as a foul against Iran. Here's Davidov. Referee on this near side is Nurdin Bukiev from Kyrgyzstan. Mark Burkitt from England, the man over on the far side. Here's Hamadi. Hassan Zadeh, robbed by Davidov. Davidov's just run the ball out of play. That will be a kick into Iran. Don't forget, Iran will have the option of playing the outfield goalkeeper if they want to do that as the game wears on, if they're going chasing the match. Can often be a dangerous game to play, though, leaving space at the back, as we've seen a couple of teams have found to their cause in the terms of this competition. Iran kicking, it'll be Javid to take it, away by Robinho. Samim Mimi well out of his goal. Hassan Zadeh. It's well played by Javid, bundled off the ball by Eder Lima. And once again the arguing started. Eder Lima just having a little go at Ahmed Ahmadi there, who was quick to make his point. There was a clear push by Eder Lima to give a third Russian foul away. Referees will just need to calm this down. This is at the stage of the game where it all starts to get a little bit nervy. Russia sense that a one-goal lead won't be enough in this game. Iran know that they're still within touching distance of the Russians. Next goal, in terms of the psychological effect on both teams, could be important. A 2-goal lead for Russia, and they can afford just to sit back and play the ball around. But a goal for Iran, and all of a sudden we start talking about extra time and the potential of penalty kicks once again. Iran beat the Brazilians on penalty kicks. It was a dramatic night just a few days ago. 4-4 after extra time they drew with the Brazilians. And then they managed to hold their nerve in the shootout. Hassan Zadeh, Sang Safidi and Esmail Port putting Iran through. And here they are now. Both teams within touching distance of a place in the final. Robinho. Xavi did well, forced him to rush the pass in the end. Hassan Zadeh. Ahmadi. Oh, nicely done. Hassan Zadeh, still going! Well, they're saying it was a dive by Hassan Zadeh. Shishkala will get a yellow card. Hassan Zadeh was in full flow. There's no reason why he'd dive in that situation. He got the ball under control. Shishkala went sliding in. Now, was there contact? I don't think there was much, actually. But the referee saw the intent from Shishkala with the tackle. Hassan Zadeh draws a 4th foul against the Russians, and Shishkala picks up a yellow card. Interestingly, if the yellow cards hadn't have been wiped out by now, that was Shishkala's 2nd yellow, which meant he would have missed the final. But by virtue of the fact that after a quarter-final all yellow cards are wiped from the records, Shishkala can live to fight another day. If he were to pick up a 2nd yellow in this one, though, of course, which would lead to him being sent off, he would miss the final. Iran have got a free kick now in a dangerous position. Javid is over the ball. Hassan Zadeh's there as well. Esmail Port looking at the square option. .7:39 to go in the first semi-final here in Colombia. Portugal and Argentina no doubt looking on in their respective hotels, wondering who they're going to be playing should they get through. Free kicks driven in and driven wide by Javid. Wasted opportunity. Balled out by Gustavo towards Eder Lima. Bundled off the ball, there's no foul though. There's a bit of urgency now about the Iranians. Shishkala wins it back. It's Shakhmatov. Shishkala. Javid. Trying a little flick down the line for Esmail Port. Ahmadi. Ahmadi, Hassan Zadeh. I've seen plenty of minutes tonight. Clearly they're key to the Iranians' progress. So's this man, Esmail Port. Abramovich just taps the ball away from Javid, but concedes a throw, kick in over on the far side. Under 7 minutes to go. Eshmailpour. Gustavo with a dramatic dive. It was wide from Eshmailpour. I think we might just need to get a bit of moisture mopped up here. It's very hot courtside here in Medellin. And testified to that, having actually played in a friendly match on the pitch the other day. Abramov, Shakhmatov. Good challenge by Amadi. Eshmailpour. Too much pace on the ball. That's the message coming from Tayebi. Couldn't keep that one in play. Reminder that Iran lost their captain Keshavaz in the first half with a knee injury. Eshmailpour tried to stab it onto Abramovich. It's gone way up in the air from Abramov. Shakhmatov just helps it on its way. Be a kick into Iran. Hassan Zadeh. Sangsafidi. That's in behind Tayebi. Well, Iran have actually turned it around. Russia had more of the ball in the first half. Iran have now had 51% of the possession here. Oh, that'll be a foul, surely? It won't be a foul, in fact. A little bit fortunate to get away with that one there, right on the edge of the area. Sangsafidi. It was Niazov, the player, that went down. Russia getting dangerously close to their 5 fouls. They're on 4 at the moment. Sangsafidi. Hassan Zadeh. Sangsafidi. Tayebi. Russia keeping disciplined at the moment. Good movement. Hassan Zadeh tries to go for the line. Abramovich, though, just got his shoulder across and allowed the ball to trickle out of play. Called by the goalkeeper. Oh, it's given away. And Russia could be caught here. Oh, it's a good recovery from Abramovich. Tayebi was the intended target. It's a really good saving tackle, though. 5 minutes to go. Russia still leading by 3-2. Tayebi. Uncharted territory for both these teams in terms of getting to a final. Kazemi. Niazov deflects the ball away for a corner. Shot from Kazemi, clatters into Abramov. Oh, it's a good ball. Tayebi squeezed the shot in off the knee of Gustavo, who reacted well. It's good play by Tayebi. I don't think he managed to get the shot in that quickly from there. Kazemi! Good save, Gustavo. Sangsafidi. Oh, Davidov. Wins the ball back, but also gets injured as well with Kazemi's challenge. Will go down as a foul against the Iranians, their first one of the second half. There's the shot from Kazemi that was pushed away by Gustavo. It's a nice height for the goalkeeper. It's edge of the seat stuff for the 3,500 that are in here. It's a good clutch of Iranians. It's nice to see them having some photos taken with some of the locals with the Iranian flag during the half-time interval. What a really good atmosphere, really good spirit that these Futsal World Cup finals have been played in here in Medellin. And we've got just 4 minutes, potentially, of the tournament to go here before the attentions turn to Cali. So now comes the Russian keeper, Hassan Zadeh, with the blue number 7 shirt on. So Samimi will just wait. Once Russia go on the attack, they'll quickly make the switch back again. This will test Russia's resolve. You see, though, the goal is empty. We often see goalkeepers having a go. In fact, Gustavo has scored in their last match against Spain, with Spain doing likewise. Ismail Pour, and another weary-looking shot over the top. Abramovich. Eder Lima. Robinho. Scooped up by Abramovich. Javid. Hassan Zadeh. Ismail Pour. Javid. Ismail Pour for Sangsafidi. Hassan Zadeh's got Ismail Pour outside him. Javid. Sangsafidi. Good play from Russia. They're not allowing any spaces for Iran to try and exploit at the moment. Now the shot comes in for Javid. Did that cross the line? It hasn't crossed the line. It's a foul against the Iranians for the challenge on Gustavo. There'll be a yellow card here for Tayebi for his challenge. But Iran were incensed. They thought that ball had crossed the line. Spilled by the goalkeeper. I don't think the whole of the ball had touched the line. There's the challenge on Tayebi. Yellow card for him. And a bit of treatment needed here for the Russian goalkeeper. So we've got under 3 minutes to go in the semi-final. There's the shot again, squirmed away from the keeper, who managed to keep the ball out. Tayebi probably feels that he was justified in going for that. Wasn't a clean take initially by the goalkeeper, but he had got the ball under control once Tayebi's challenge came in, hence the yellow card. Gustavo will be okay, I think, just putting his gloves back on. So kick out to Russia here. Tayebi, a nice touch, just going and shaking hands with the goalkeeper. Good sportsmanship. It's Robinho for the Russians towards Eder Lima. Samimi just had to wait, thinking that might have just come out of his area. Ismail Pour. Hassan Zadeh's back on again. Sangsafidi. Hassan Zadeh. Now Ismail Pour just too high. Well, that's why they've got the extra man on playing outfield now to open up those chances. And Eshmalpour just leaning back a touch when he hit the shot. Wasn't too far away. Robinho's clearance blocked. Abramovich. Javid. Sangsafidi. Oh, hauled down by Shishkala. And that will be the 5th foul against the Russians. So one more foul, or any other subsequent fouls rather, and it would be a 10-metre penalty to Iran, which may be a little bit of an opening for them. The 5 fouls signified by the 3rd referee. And a shot from Tayebi comes in, the goalkeeper's out here, good header. Great covering header by Sangsafidi. Always a danger when you're playing the Russian goalkeeper. Goals have just moved slightly. Hassanzadeh was trying to get back. He got no time to switch with Samimi that time. It's a Russian kick in. Shishkala. Challenged by Eder Lima. There's no foul though. Timeout called by the Russians. So Sergei Skorovich has got to try and get his side, keeping it tight at the back for just another 2 minutes 11 seconds once we resume. Iran will hit them with the onslaught, you can be sure of that. Gustavo has been excellent in the second half for the Russians. Iran have closed up the shot count as well. They've had 39 in the match now as opposed to the Russians 42. 14 of those 39 have hit the target for the Iranians. Here's the clearing header again from Sangsafidi. Might be needed calling again here if Hassanzadeh comes on and can't get back. Eder Lima will stay up on goal. No offsides, of course, in futsal. And back underway again then. Robinho. Eder Lima. Oh, nice ball. Shishkala! Good save, Samimi. That could have been curtains for the Iranians had that got in, but it's a good save by the keeper. Robinho with the corner for Russia. Abramovich hammered back across the face of goal and wide. So the Iranians back in possession with 2 minutes to go. Eshmalpour. Sangsafidi. It's Tayebi. Samimi can't get out and get Hassanzadeh on at the moment. Now they can. Here's Tayebi. Just had the ball taken away from him slightly. It's frantic down on the benches now. Changes happening almost every few seconds, trying to keep this fresh. Hassanzadeh. Sangsafidi. Again by Eshmalpour, and he's just wide this time. He's going closer, but not quite close enough at the moment. Is Iran's dream of a place in the final slipping away? Are Russia going to make their first final in a FIFA Futsal World Cup? Runners up to Spain in the UEFA European Championships. Tayebi looked to have been caught by Robinho. Play continues, a block by Sangsafidi. And that would have been a sixth foul had it been given by the referee. Tayebi furious. Tayebi still complaining. It's a kick into Russia. Chiskala over the ball. Sangsafidi. Javid. Chance here, Russia defending it well still. Still Javid tried to pick out Tayebi. Abramovich with a fist pump as the ball's cleared away once again. Hassan Zadeh back on into the final minute of the semi-final. Russia leading by 3-2. Javid, Hassan Zadeh tried to block it. It's rolled in by Chiskala, and surely now that's the goal that puts Russia into the final. Always the danger when you've got the outfield goalkeeper playing, and Chiskala set himself, just rolled it, and it just agonisingly went in to give Russia a 4-2 lead. Timeout called here by Iran. Well, from Iran looking to score at one end, kept his cool, 3/4 the length of the court, and into the empty net to put Russia 4-2 ahead. Sergei Skorovic with a few words for his team. I think Iran are still complaining that they should have had a 10-metre penalty for the foul by Rubinho just before that goal. Dejected looks on the Iranian supporters' faces at the moment, but they have played exceptionally well. They can be very proud of their efforts in this tournament. Hadn't had the easiest of passages. Third place finish in the group, went through on goal difference, but beaten Brazil, beaten Paraguay. Russia, though, at the moment, looking like that's one step too far. Sangsafidi, Hassan Zadeh! I think it hits his own player, Tayebi, right in front of the goalkeeper. That'll be a foul by Javid. Abramovich has taken a knock here as well, down on his knees inside the penalty area. Driven on by Davidov, goalkeeper was off his line. 28 seconds just under to go. Hassan Zadeh. Sangsafidi. Javid. Hassan Zadeh. Set to the shot again. It's gone in from Javid to reduce the deficit. 4-3 now. Surely they can't get an equaliser in the seconds that remain. That was the initial shot blocked when it hit Davidov. Second shot found a way in though. Well, Hassan Zadeh is coming on from the start here. Russia are going to have the ball. Well, Russia just delaying. I'm not sure why they're delaying the kickoff here. They're saying Iran aren't outside the circle. Clock won't start until the ball's back in play, so it's not like they're wasting time. Iran obviously keen to get on with things. Now we are back underway again. Abramovich. Clears long now to play. You may not think 8 seconds is a lot, but in futsal, a lot can happen when the clock stops rather. Hassan Zadeh, it's Ismail Poor, saved in front of the goalkeeper, and another long-range shot will just go wide. I don't think there's going to be enough time here. Hassan Zadeh with a long throw downfield, Gustavo punches away, and Russia have held on to take a place in the final. The Iranians sink to their knees in despair, but Russia are going through to a FIFA Futsal World Cup final for the first time in their history. They've had to dig deep. They haven't had things there all their own way, and they know they've been in a match against a very spirited Iranian side. Full time here in Medellin. Iran 3, Russia 4. It's Russia that will play either Portugal or Argentina for the FIFA Futsal World Cup, Colombia 2016.
Join me tomorrow for the second semi-final between Argentina and Portugal. Thank you for your company this morning. From the team at the World Game, goodbye for now.
Thank you.